What if I told you that everything you've been taught about the pyramids is a lie? These structures are more than 4,500 years old. At least, that's what mainstream historians say. But the deeper you look, the more things stop making sense. 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons, placed with mathematical precision so perfect that even today's architects can't explain it. No one truly knows how they were built or why their alignment is so precise. Did ancient Egyptians really build these monuments using nothing but ropes, ramps, and manpower? Or did they have access to a lost technology, an unknown force, or something even more controversial? The Great Pyramid of Giza is a structure so complex that even with today's most advanced cranes, lasers, and AI-assisted design, modern architects struggle to explain how it was built. Let's start with the basics. The numbers alone don't add up. It consists of 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons. Some blocks are so massive that even today's industrial cranes would struggle to lift them. The pyramid originally stood at 481 feet, roughly a 50-story skyscraper. Its base covers 13 acres, larger than 5 football fields. Each block was placed with a precision margin of 1/50th of an inch. For comparison, in modern construction, even with laser-assisted alignment, skyscrapers often have a several-inch margin of error. Yet somehow, over 4,500 years ago, the Egyptians achieved near-perfect alignment without modern tools. And then there's the timeline. This might be the most unbelievable part. Mainstream historians claim the pyramids were built in just 20 years. But let's do the math. 2.3 million stone blocks placed in 20 years? That means one block was quarried, transported, and placed every 2.5 minutes, 24 hours a day, non-stop, for 2 decades. That would be impossible even today, using cranes and conveyor belts. Yet we're told the ancient Egyptians did it with wooden sleds and manpower alone. But here's where it gets even stranger. The construction materials don't add up either. Most of the pyramid is made from local limestone, which is found in Egypt. But some of the stones, including the granite blocks inside the king's chamber, were quarried from Aswan, 500 miles away. These granite slabs weigh up to 80 tons each, so heavy that even today's strongest industrial cranes struggle to move them. Yet, we're supposed to believe that the ancient Egyptians transported these over 500 miles, using nothing but ropes and wooden sleds? Here's another problem. The pyramid was built on a solid rock foundation. This means that before they even started building, they had to perfectly level a 13-acre surface of solid bedrock. Even today, this would require industrial machinery and lasers. So how did an ancient civilization, supposedly without cranes, lasers, or even wheels, build something that we can't even replicate today? If that wasn't strange enough, let's talk about the mortar used in the pyramid. The stones of the Great Pyramid are held together by a mysterious type of mortar that is stronger than the limestone itself. Scientists have analyzed it, and they still can't figure out what it's made of. Even stranger? Despite over 4,500 years of weathering, this mortar has not eroded. So what kind of material did they use, and why can't we reproduce it today? Here's where things get even stranger. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with an accuracy of just 0.05 degrees. That's better than the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. And yet, we're told these were primitive people using basic tools. The three pyramids of Giza align perfectly with the stars of Orion's belt. The ratio of the pyramid's height to its perimeter is an exact match to pi, and its latitude coordinates 29.9792458 degrees north, the same number as the speed of light, 299,792,458 meters per second. Coincidence? Maybe. But if they didn't have telescopes, how did they know this? If the pyramids weren't built with brute force, could they have been built using a lost technology that we no longer understand? Some researchers believe that ancient Egyptians had access to a form of energy that allowed them to move massive stone blocks effortlessly, a technology we may have lost over time. One of the most intriguing theories suggests that the pyramids were not built using physical strength alone, but with acoustic levitation, a method that uses sound waves and vibration to reduce the weight of objects. This might sound like science fiction, but modern experiments have shown that intense sound frequencies can indeed cause objects to float. Some researchers claim that ancient Egyptians may have discovered a way to use resonant frequencies to manipulate gravity itself. And there's another mystery. Why are the inner chambers of the pyramid built in a way that amplifies sound? Some believe that the pyramid's internal structure wasn't just built for burial, it was designed to resonate at specific frequencies. But why? Here's where it gets even stranger. Some theorists believe the Great Pyramid of Giza wasn't a tomb at all, but an ancient power plant. Nikola Tesla, the legendary inventor, believed that energy could be transmitted wirelessly through the Earth's atmosphere. He even built a tower that functioned similarly to how some believe the pyramids did. Could the pyramid have been designed to collect and transmit energy? Some believe its very shape acts as a power conductor, focusing and amplifying energy into the ionosphere. Here's what's even weirder. Inside the Great Pyramid, there are traces of high-energy chemical reactions. Scientists have detected small amounts of hydrochloric acid and zinc, which, when combined, can produce an electrical charge. Was this an early form of energy production? And here's the biggest mystery. Why aren't there any soot marks or traces of torches inside? How did they see in the dark? Some point to the Dendera light bulb, an ancient Egyptian carving that appears to depict a giant electric lamp. Could this be proof that the Egyptians had an advanced form of energy that we don't understand? But there's one more theory that challenges everything we've been told. The pyramid's power came from water. Recently, researchers discovered that there may have been an elaborate underground water system beneath the Great Pyramid. Some believe that this system wasn't just for irrigation. It was part of an energy-generating system. If true, it would mean the pyramids weren't just tombs. They were massive power stations, harnessing the natural forces of the earth. If the Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb, If it wasn't just built by ramps and slaves, then we have to ask ourselves one final question. Why are we being told otherwise? Why is so much information about the pyramids restricted? Why have certain areas around the Giza Plateau been completely sealed off from public research? And why does it seem like every time a new discovery is made, it's quickly dismissed? In the 1990s, ground-penetrating radar detected massive underground structures beneath the pyramids and the Sphinx. What's inside? Officially, no one knows. Egyptian authorities have refused to allow full excavation. Are these just natural formations? Or could they contain evidence that contradicts everything we've been told? Recently declassified government files suggest that multiple world governments have a deep interest in ancient Egyptian sites. But why? What are they looking for? Could it be proof that the pyramids were built using a forgotten technology? One final theory remains: the idea that ancient Egyptians didn't build the pyramids alone. Many ancient texts describe powerful beings who descended from the sky and shared knowledge with early civilizations. And here's the mystery: pyramids aren't just in Egypt. They're found all over the world, from Mexico to China, even deep in the Amazon. How did different civilizations, thousands of miles apart, build nearly identical structures with the same level of precision? Coincidence? Or were these civilizations connected by something much bigger than we've been told? One thing is certain: the more we uncover about the pyramids, the more questions arise. So what do you think? Were the pyramids built with simple tools and manpower? Or is there a deeper mystery, one that has been kept from us for centuries? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love unraveling the world's greatest mysteries, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because here on Voices of the Veil, the truth is never what it seems.